I'm Tyler Sosin. I'm an associate at Accel Partners. I've been with the firm for almost 2.5 years. Previously, I was at a venture firm in Silicon Valley called Menlo Ventures. So I've been in the industry for almost 5 years. That's my background. And then with regards to the companies that I'm involved with, in the UK, there's Go Cardless, as well as Fantasy Shopper, as well as a company in Spain called Peer Transfer. Accel as a firm has been around since 1983. We manage about $10 billion of capital. And here in London, we manage about $2 billion of that $10 billion. We're currently investing out of our third fund, and we focus on investments across Europe. So everything from the UK to Russia. About 50% of our investments are in IT businesses, so software, data center technologies. The other 50% are in consumer internet businesses. We also happen to be stage agnostic, so we do very early stage of venture investing, companies like Go Cardless, which was a seed stage investment, all the way through to growth equity investing, where we might invest up to $50 million. So we have a huge span in what we look at, and we have a huge span of industries, and we have a huge span of geographies. So that said, why would you want to work with a firm like Accel? I think it sort of comes down to about 4 key factors. One is experience. We've been in this business for 30 years. We've seen several cycles. We had a near-death experience after the dot-com bust in 2000. And so we've basically seen heated markets, and we've seen troughed markets. And we know how to invest on an even keel throughout those. And we also know from our mistakes how to advise companies, at least give them our advice based upon our prior experience. And so we hope to help you not make the same mistakes that we have seen over and over again. At the same time, we've been fortunate to have our fair share of successes. Notably, we've invested in companies like Facebook, Dropbox. On the storage side, companies like Nimble Storage. Let's see, a few others out there. Companies like Cloudera, companies like Oz4X. And in the UK, companies like Wonga, Mind Candy, Alfresco Software, HouseTrip, and Curiously. So we've had a fair share of great companies. And through those companies, we have pattern recognition. So we know through those experiences how to help scale businesses, how to help hire key executives, how to help hire independent board directors, how to make strategic partnerships, and at some point in time, hopefully, how to help you go public, or if public is not possible, how to help you basically optimize an M&A transaction. That said, the other thing that we have is an advantage that we're a very, very patient investor. Over time, our average holding period has grown to about 9 years. That's a tremendous amount of time. That's longer than most marriages probably these days. So, given that, what we're trying to do is maximize enterprise value. If you want to not generate revenues for a long time, but build a very deep product or a very deep network, something like a Dropbox or a Facebook, we're there to support you. We have the capital to support you, but we also are thinking big. We want to maximize billion-dollar outcomes and not sell early. So that's the second key, is patience. The third key is global. We have offices, as I mentioned, in Palo Alto, in London, in New York, in India, and China. Most of our businesses today are trying to scale across all of those geographies. We have partners in every single one of those geographies who can help you with office buildings to key hires to anything, local partners. And we find that our companies can really accelerate their progress with that type of advice. So the last is we have a big fund. And as Anil was saying earlier, there are wide varieties of capital out there. We do early, we do growth. But one thing we do have is a lot of resources. So if you need to scale your business, if at some point in time you want to be let's say, have a secondary to de-risk your proposition, we have more than enough capital at our disposal to offer you some sort of, cash out, but also allow you to continue to grow your business and feel confident that we're your partner and that we're aligned for the long haul. So that's the high level on Accel. We're very active right now. We're looking for UK opportunities, and we'd love to develop relationships with all of you.